Hi guys, welcome to Ditsy's Diamond Den. So you will have noticed that just last week I unboxed the Fiesta by Christina. I am actually doing this right away because I am going to be participating in the event Year of the Dragon DP Along, which is being put on by Black Dahlia Diamond Art. You can find her group on Facebook called Black Dahlia Diamond Art. She also sells some really amazing putties. She's got some really cool prizes for this event, and you do only have to complete 50% of your dragon themed canvas by the end of March to qualify for the grand prize giveaway. So Shell is the one that is putting on the event in her group. She also has a shop on Etsy, and she is actually a sponsor of my event, Diamonds in the Rough. So we are really excited to take part in her event with our dragon, which is just in time because I just got this canvas. So this canvas does come, it's the first one I'm going to be doing that comes with the new perforated cover. So I'm going to do something a little bit different with this one. Usually I take off the whole cover. So even though I love my release papers, I'm really excited about this because instead of having to cut it and go through, I am thinking I am going to be able to actually put my release papers on a little bit at a time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this up. You can see me, but I'm going to go ahead and scooch it just a little bit. And I'm going to find my perforated area. So there is one, and here is two. So I'm actually just going to bring it down. I'm going to put my ruler This is not as difficult as I make it out to be, just an FYI. I just tend to make things way more difficult than they need to be. So I'm going to slowly pull this down until I reach my next perforated area. There it is. And I can feel it go. So to help keep this straight, I'm just going to push my little ruler up in here. And then find where that goes. There we go. And pull. Because I noticed some people are asking, well, how do you get this perforated film off? You can use a smaller ruler. Anything really that is just straight, you just find your cut and you just pull it along. Just like that. And there we go. So I pulled off that little section and I've got the rest all covered. When I'm ready for my next part, I'm just going to do the same thing with my ruler. I'm going to lay it flat and just go ahead and pull off. So I am going to be using my dragon release papers for this. Now, Bee's Crafty Corner has some really awesome dragon release papers that she made just for this event. So if you are interested in that, I would definitely go pick some up. And I always overlap mine just a little bit. And that is going to be perfect. So that is going to be 2 all the way across the board for me. And I just, as you guys know, I don't really take a lot of care with my release papers. I just slap them on. Probably be easier if I took a little bit more care with them, because sometimes I have to pull off like the whole siding as I go. But honestly, I get so excited about starting my new one. I just don't have a lot of patience for it. I'm like, I want to go. I want to start it. I want to start it now. And then I overlap them. So you can measure these out and be a lot more careful with them. Look, Clockwork Juggling. I did this one. I did this one. Alright, I am so off on these ones. I think these are the worst that I've ever been off on. What do you think, babe?
Yeah, well, that's alright. They just have to be there to cover up some stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. That's my thought on it. I just pull them off as I go anyways. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking for a quick little cover up. Oh, missed. Come off camera also. Get you back on camera. Ooh, so pretty. Oop, missed quite a bit on that one. Scoot you up a little bit. Oh. Yeah. And one more. Oh, and a little tiny bit more. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness, how cute is that?
The whole time. It's a little better.
Thank you, dear helper.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna grab my Elizabeth Wardens. I'm gonna grab all of my trays, and I am going to kit this up. So I'm all ready. There are some things that I do to get ready. So the first thing I do is I'm going to pre-cut a couple of these because I did notice that this one had a little bit of static when I was doing it. You can put these in the freezer, like if you know which one you're going to do before. Like I knew I was going to do this one and I should have put it in the freezer. And I was actually reminded to put it in the freezer and I still didn't do it. So I'm just going to chop up a couple of these. Also, for anybody that has been watching my channel, I also have started a Discord channel. And that Discord channel is not only open for you to just come and chat and share your whips and stuff like that, but if you have a small shop, there is an area for you to put all of your small shop information in to kind of advertise what you offer. And it is, broke down by trays and stuff like that. So feel free to put all your small shop information in there. Also, if you are a fellow YouTuber or you do Twitch or anything like that, you can also, there is an area just for all of the YouTubers and Twitch people to put their information there to hopefully help you guys get more viewers and stuff like that. So basically it is just a free for all for anybody that is any type of content creator or has anything to do with diamond painting, to go ahead and just share all your information, because I definitely believe in the community as a whole and lifting people up. So join my Discord. The link is in all of my information, and be a part of the community. So this is the Fiesta. I wrote 78 by 60. Is this a 78 by 60? It is. I thought it was a 76 by 60. So I'm actually not completely sure. I'm going to get this finished in time to start my event. So I think this might be the first one where I have to take a second and actually set it off to the side. And then start a new one and then finish this after the Diamonds in the Rough event. Because I can have my bedroom whip and I can have my other whip, but I cannot just have a ton of whips. I have this really must finish things mentality. I'm the same way with games. Gotta finish those games. Oh, I have some fairy dust. I wonder if I should use my fairy dust on this one. I can't really tell where the black is. I don't know. So I'm just putting in my DMC codes here on my craft log that I made up on Excel. If you want a copy of this craft log, you can, if you want to email me at ditsysdiamondden@gmail.com. I will go ahead and send you a copy of it, and you can use it as you see fit. I do not charge for that. I know that there are ones that you can buy with your diamond painting logs, and I did think about that, but honestly I could not find one that actually had everything that I wanted on my log. And if there's anything on my log that you're like, oh, I'd love to have this, or maybe not have that, let me know in the comments, and I can always take a few minutes to, maybe make a couple small changes before I shoot it off to you. We'll see if we like that. So I write down my DMC codes. I don't know why. I just feel the need to. And I know they have the Gems Flow app also. So if you prefer doing, like, keeping everything computerized, you can do a Gem Flow app. You can actually keep track of all of your colors there and exactly what kit it is in. That way, if you ever run low, you just have that information there, right, on your phone or on your computer, depending on, how you do the app. Number of my own. So on top of filling this out, I also prepped just a few other little things. I also bring a garbage can. Dear Helper is always nice enough to where he brings me a little garbage can, and he sets it right to the left of me to help prevent as much mess. That way I have some place to toss my empty bags once I'm done. So he is very, very helpful. So I am going to go ahead and speed this portion up just a wee bit. So anybody that has watched me kit up before is probably sitting here watching my video screaming, Alicia, why? Why are you doing this? Well, because I normally completely finish and kit down before I re-kit up again. But in this particular instance, for the Diamonds in the Rough, I plan on kitting up on Saturday, the 23rd. But I'm not actually going to kit this down until the 27th. So I did things a little bit differently. I am not going to be using these and my Diamonds in the Rough kit up because I will not be ready to kit down yet. I am just going to be using my Elizabeth Wardens. So anything that I could just flat out fit inside of my trays, I did not put in my EW containers because I want to make sure that I have plenty of room to kit up my woofing from home. So I only have a certain amount of those, so I used the least amount that I possibly could. I just put the rest in my trays, and then when I move over into my woofing from home, on the 28th, if I haven't completed this, although I am going to try to complete this, we'll see. If I start this, I'm going to be starting this tomorrow, which will be the 4th. That will give me 1, 2, 3. That'll give me 23 days to complete this. So I did complete my last one, which was a lot bigger than this. Under the Stairs. It was quite a bit larger than this, and I finished that one in 21 days. But I did really push myself hard, and I'm not going to push myself as hard as I did on this one as I did with the other one. But I should be able to complete it or get very close to completion by then. So that is why I did things a little bit different, and I know I'm probably freaking you guys out, because usually when all is said and done, my EW containers are just like completely full, and you guys are going to see right here. Let me just move some of these out. I am going to have a lot of containers left over to do my woofing from home, and Dear Helper is also going to be kitting up his Cat in the Cupcake, and I believe you're planning on using the EWs because your other one's full, isn't it?
Yeah. My other one is full with Aquaman.
Yeah. So we both are going to have to make this EW stretch a little bit. So I only used what I absolutely had to for this particular one, which I know is probably different. Let me know if you guys freaked out. If you're sitting here and you're watching this and you're like, are you having a stroke? Did you forget how to kit up? Are you lost? So like I said, I'm going to try really hard to get this completed before the Diamonds in the Rough event, but we'll see, because I'm so excited to be taking a part of the Year of the Dragon. And we're all done. Let me show you how few of these I ended up using. And of course, if you guys also just liked the way I did my kit up with that, you guys will see that is another way to kit up. One thing I didn't like is I did forego my double-sided tape. And I can already tell you right now, hate it. I absolutely hate it. I love my double-sided tape. I can already see these nasty little things popping up a little bit on the corners. Do you see this, babe? How some of these are just like, see right there?
Yep.
They're just popping. So I think no matter what the situation is, I don't think I am ever going to forego my double-sided tape, like ever again. On that one, I think I did have a little mini stroke and I made a really horrible choice. So that was my bad. And 42? Oh, look at me not knowing how to count and everything. I do. Usually by the time I'm done with my first line, I have all the symbols memorized with the corresponding number. So,
Yeah, I don't. Ever.
And win. Look at that. Look at how little containers I ended up having to use.
Good.
Yeah, so this will leave plenty for us to do our kit up for our next event and still being able to stay kit up with this one. If you have like issues with storage, with the two of us, we do have issues with storage. We might have to eventually invest in another one, but I don't think we need to do that right now.
No, not yet.
All right, so You're the Dragon DP. You're going to hear me talk about it a lot over the next coming month during our Whippet Chats and while we get all set up. If you haven't joined it, it's still early enough. Kit up your dragon, join the Facebook group, and I would like to thank Shell so much for putting on this amazing event. Thanks, guys. Bye.